Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 8th. So students, in today's video we will start reading with our new topic of grammar syllabus. So now we will discuss about modals. So yes students, in our English language we are having certain modals and all these modals, they are having their own uses. Okay, so what are these modals and how can we use these modals in a sentence? All these things we will cover in this topic. So now let's begin our today's video, that is based on modals. So students, first of all let's try to understand what this term modals actually mean. So let's try to read, let's try to have a look what we are having here. Modals or modal auxiliaries are finite verbs which modify the meaning of the main verb by adding to it various shades of the speaker's mood or attitude. So what are the keywords that we are having here? First of all, we can see that modals, they are also known as modal auxiliaries. Okay, and they are finite verbs, and what are the role that they are having? So they modify the meaning of the main verb. How? By adding to various shades of the speaker's mood, or we can say attitude. So basically we can see that a basic definitions of modal we are having here. First of all, modals, they are also known as modal auxiliaries, right? Second, they are finite verbs and they can modify the meaning of the main verb. How? Because they can add the speaker's mood, or we can say the speaker's attitude. Another thing about modals we are having here, that is the word modal, it is derived from the word mood. So yes, modal, they are the words that shows the mood of the speaker, or we can say the attitude of the speaker, and because of this they can modify the meaning of the main verb. So yes, all the main verb, they are having the same meaning, but because of the use of the modal, they can modify the meaning of that main verb also according to the mood, or we can say according to the attitude of the speaker. Alright, so this is the basic definition, or we can say basic introduction of these words. They are known as modals. So now we are having the list of the modals, that what are the words they are known as modals. So here we can see that we are having two categories here. First is a modal, and second we are having semi-modal. So first of all, let's have a look that what are the words that we are having in this category, that is modal. So first of all, we are having can, second is could, next may, next we are having might, then shall, we are having should, will, then would, next we are having ought to, and then we are having must. So students, I am very much sure कि इनमें से काफ़ी सारे वर्ड्स ऐसे हैं जो आपने पहले सुने हैं, आप अपनी लैंग्वेज में, अपनी डेली कॉन्वर्जेशन में आप इन वर्ड्स को यूज़ करते हैं, राइट? सो इनमें से काफ़ी वर्ड्स ऐसे हैं जो कि हम डेली यूज़ करते हैं, हमारे लिए बिल्कुल भी न्यू नहीं है. सो ऑल दीज वर्ड्स आर नॉन एज मॉडल्स. नाउ द सेकेंड कैटेगरी वी आर हैविंग हियर, दैट इज नॉन एज semi-modal. So in this category we are having three words here. They are used to, need and dare. So yes, we are having total 13 modals and we can divide them into two subcategories. So these words are known as modal and these three words are known as semi-modal. So yes, we will cover all the modals one by one. We will discuss all the modals. We will see their different uses, and yes, we will discuss some examples also to perfectly, so that we can perfectly understand the uses of these modals. Okay, so first of all, let's take our very first modal, that is can. So now we will see all the different uses that this modal can is having. So yes, it's a very common modal. We all use this modal in our daily conversation, right? We are saying like yes, I can do it. Yes, so let's see what are the different uses of can that we are having here. The first use, can shows ability, capability, capacity, power, potential, skill, know how to. But what is the important thing here, that all these things should be there in present time, or we can say in present tense. So yes, these are the key words that are associated with this modal, that is can. So one more time I am repeating all the words. Students, listen very carefully. So yes, can, this modal is used to show ability, capability, capacity, power, potential, skill, know how to, but only and only in the present time. So if we are having all these things and all these things are there in present time, or we can say in present tense, then we can use this model, that is can. Okay, so now let's see some of the examples that are related with this very first use. So let's see. The first example is, this room can hold 100 chairs. So with the help of this sentence, we are showing the capacity of the room, and yes, we can see that we are talking about present time, we are talking about present tense here, and we are having the capacity. So because of this reason, we can use modal can in this sentence. So yes, we are showing capacity of the room, and we are saying that this room can hold 100 chairs. Next example, he can run very fast. So this is the ability of this person, and we are showing the ability with the help of can, and yes, this is present ability, and we are saying that he is able to run very fast. So this is the ability that we are talking about here. Next we are having, he can speak English fluently. So again we are talking about ability, right? Because we are talking about one person, and that person is having the ability that yes, he can speak English in a very fluent manner. So yes, whenever we are showing someone's ability, capacity, capability, or we can say potential, power, skill, and all these things should be there in the present time, then we can use this model, that is can. Okay, so this is the first use that is associated with this model, that is can. Now we are having second use. So let's see. Can, it shows informal permission. So yes, this is the another use of can that we are having here. With the help of can, we can show informal permission. How? So let's see the examples that we are having here. You can take my pen or book. So yes, we can give the permission also, and we can have the permission also, we can ask for the permission also. So here in this example, we are giving the permission, okay, and we are saying that you can take my pen, or we can have book also, pencil also, mobile also, computer also, anything, okay. So here we are giving the permission to someone that yes, you can use my things, you can use my stuff. So for this thing that we are giving the permission, we are using can here in this sentence, in this example. One more example, you can go now. Again, we are giving the permission to someone that okay, right now you can go. Okay, so yes, can, it is having this use that with the help of can, we can show informal permission, we can ask for the permission also, and yes, we can give the permission also with the help of can, but that permission will be informal. Okay. Next we are having, can I see your telephone directory? So here we are asking for the permission. In these two sentences, we were giving the permission to someone, and here in this example, we are asking for the permission, right? We are asking to someone that can I see your telephone directory? So yes, it is used in both ways. When we are asking for the permission or when we are giving the permission, then we can use this model, that is can. But student, just remember, just learn this thing, that permission should be informal one. Okay, and we have discussed the examples also that are related with this point. Next we are having third use of can. So let's see. Can expresses theoretical possibility. So this is the another use, this is the third use of this model, that is can. So in this use we are having here that this model is used to express, to show theoretical possibility. So now let's see the examples that are associated with this rule. Everyone can make a mistake. So here we are talking about a very general thing. Here we are talking about a very general possibility that yes, everyone can make a mistake. Next is it can't be true. Okay. Next example we are having, electricity can be dangerous. So all these are the examples that show some or other general possibility, or we can say theoretical possibilities, and all these examples we are having can as a model. So yes, this is the another use of can. Next we are having one more use of can. So let's see. Now we are having cannot. So when can, it is used in negative form. So let's see. So then it shows impossibility, or we can say prohibition. So when can, it is used as cannot, or we can say when it is used in the negative form, then it shows impossibility, or we can say prohibition. So we are having the examples here. Let's see. We cannot see without eyes. So here we are talking about a thing that is totally impossible, right? Because yes, we cannot see without our eyes. So when we are trying to show impossibility of something, then we can use can in the negative form. Then we can make a sentence using cannot. One more example, you cannot play in the park. So here we are having one sentence in which we are showing prohibition. Prohibition means, students, when we are denying something, when we are refusing something, okay. So यहाँ इस sentence में हम इस चीज से मना कर रहे हैं, हम किसी को instruction दे रहे हैं that you cannot play in this park. So when we are trying to show some kind of prohibition, when we are trying to show some kind of impossibility, then we can use can in a sentence, and that too in a negative form. We can use cannot. Alright. Moving ahead, we are having one more use of can. So let's see. So now we will talk about can't help. So what is this can't help? Let's see. Can't help, it is one of the idiom, and it means can't avoid. So yes, in many times you can have seen such of the idiom that is can't help. So what it means actually, it means can't avoid. So let's see the example to clear this thing. He has a bad cold, he can't help sneezing. So here we are talking about one person, and that person is having a very bad cold, and because of that, obviously because he is having a very bad cold, so obviously he is sneezing again and again, and we are saying that he can't help sneezing, or we can say that he can't avoid sneezing. Okay. One more example, the boys can't help laughing on seeing the clown. So whenever young boys, whenever they saw some or other clown, then obviously they laugh. Okay, so they can't avoid this thing, they can't help laughing. So we are saying this thing and we are using can't help. So can't help, it is one of the idiom, and it actually means can't avoid, and we have seen the examples also when we have using these words can't help in a sentence. Okay. So students, we have discussed all the basic use that are related with this model, very first model, that is can. So basically can, it is used to show ability, capacity, potential, power, skill, and the most important thing is that all these things, they should be in present time only. This is the major use of can, and yes, we have discussed some other uses of can also, and we have seen all the examples, we have seen so many examples also. Okay. Now moving ahead, we are having our second model here with us. So now we will talk about could, right? So let's see the uses, that what are the different uses of this model, that is could. The first use, could, it shows ability, capacity, capability, power, knew how to, but in the past time. So here we can notice, here we can observe one very important thing, and that thing is that could, this is actually the past form of can, right? Because we were having the same word when we were discussing can, we were having ability, capacity, capability, power, knew how to, but what is the difference that we are having here? The difference is that when we were talking about can, then all these words were there in the present time, but now when we are talking about could, then all these words should be there in the past time, in the past tense. Alright, so now let's see the examples here. The first example is he ran as fast as he could. So students, now here we can notice here that we are having ran, that is the second form of the verb. It means we are having past simple tense here. We are showing past ability of someone, okay, and this is the reason we have to use could here, because we are having past tense, Okay. Next is he said that he could swim. Again we are having said, that is the second form of the verb. So here we are having past simple tense. So because of this thing that we are having past simple tense and we are trying to show someone's ability, so here we have to use could in a sentence. So this is the basic difference that is there between can and could. That can, it is used to show present ability, present times capacity, capability, or we can say power, potential or skill. But could, it is used to show the same things, but all the things should be there in the past time, or we can say past tense should be there in the sentence, like in these examples that we are having here. Alright. Next we are having one more use of could. So let's see. Could you please? So this is the structure of a sentence. So if we are having this kind of a structure in a sentence, then such a sentence shows polite informal request. So let's see the examples that we are having here to clear this thing. First example is, could you just switch the light on please? So yes, we are having interrogative sentence here, right? But we are having could you also and we are having please also. So now with the help of this structure, we can say that here we are making one very polite and informal request. So here in this sentence, we are actually requesting someone and we are saying in a very polite manner that please switch the light on, and this is the structure that we have to follow. This is the pattern that we can use in our sentence. So we can make a sentence like this: could you just switch the light on please? But actually this is a request, that to a very polite informal request. Okay. Next, one more example we are having here. The example is, could you type these letters please? So again we are having the structure in which we are having could you, we are having please. So here again we are making one request. We are requesting actually, and we are making a very polite request, and we are requesting to type some letters that we are having with us. Okay, so this is the structure in which we are having could you and we are having please, and there should be one question mark, but actually the meaning of the sentence will be that we are making one very polite informal request. Alright, so yes, with the help of could, we can make request also, we can make very polite request also. Next, another use of could. So let's see. Could have plus third form of the verb. Again we are having one structure here, that if in a sentence we are having could have plus third form of the verb, then what it actually means? Then it means ability that is not used in the past. So let's see the example to clear this thing. He could have won the race if he had run fast. So here we can see we are having could have. Yes, यही था हमारा rule कि sentence में could have होना चाहिए. So yes, we are having could have. After that there should be third form of the verb. So yes, we are having one, that is the third form of a win. Okay, so we are having the same structure here. So it means here we are talking about the ability that is not used in the past. So again one more time, let's read the sentence, let's read the example. That is, he could have won the race if he had run fast. It means what the sentence means? It means that we are talking about one person, and that person, you know, actually did not win the race. So we are saying that yes, if he actually had run very fast, then definitely he could have won the race. Okay, so in this manner we can use this structure, this pattern, and we can use could here in this sentence. Next we are having that could. Yes, it is used to permissions in past. So whenever we are trying to have, or whenever we are trying to ask for the permission, that too in the past time, then yes, we can use could in a sentence. Let's see the examples. How? He said, I could go. So here we are having said, that is past tense. So here we can say that yes, we are having permission, but we are having past tense here. So yes, we have to use could in a sentence, and the same thing, the same use we have seen when we were discussing our very first model, that is can. So yes, with the help of can, we can ask or we can give the permission. Similarly, with the help of could, we can ask and we can give the permission. But again, what is the difference difference? The difference is that can, it is used for the permission but only in the present time, and could, it is used in the permission but only in the past time. So here we are having said, that is past simple tense, and because of this we are using could here for the permission. Next example, we could stay out of the hostel till 10 p.m. Again we are talking about permission, that yes, we are having this kind of permission. So for that we have to use could in a sentence. Okay. Next we are having one more use of could. So let's see. In conditional sentences, it indicates a supposition or possibility if the other clause has a past verb form. So this is another use of could. And if we are having conditional sentence, so students, first of all we have to understand what conditional sentence actually means. Conditional sentence are the sentence in which we are having two different clauses. In one clause there would be one kind of condition, and in the second clause we will have the result. Okay. So let's see the example to clear this thing. If he worked hard, he could stand first. So this is a conditional sentence. How can we say? We can say this thing because in this sentence, first of all, we are having two different clauses and we are having one comma. Okay. So this is the first clause in which we are having the condition. So what is the condition? The condition is that if he worked hard, right? So this is the condition, that if he worked hard, then what will be the result? The result is he could stand first. Okay, so this is the conditional sentence. I hope the term conditional sentence, it is clear to you all. Conditional sentence in a sentence in which we are having two different clauses. In one clause we are having some or other condition, and in the second clause we have some kind of result. Okay, like in this example that we are having here. And now let's read the rule, or we can say the use of could one more time. So in this rule we are having this thing, that in conditional sentence it indicates supposition or possibility if the other clause has past verb form. So yes, so we are having past verb here, right? If he worked hard, so we can use could here and we can make the sentence he could stand first. Alright, one more example we are having here. I would help him if I could, right? So in such conditional sentence also we can use could, we can make a sentence, we can make a structure using could in a conditional sentence. Alright, so these are the basic uses of could that we are having here. So just remember this thing, could, this is a past form of can. When can, it is used to show ability, capacity, and yes, in permission also in the present time. Could, it is used to show the same thing but in the past time, but in the past tense. And yes, some other uses are also there that are associated with could. We have discussed all these uses also, and yes, we have seen so many examples also related with all the uses. Alright, so I hope now can and could, these two models are clear to you all. Moving on, we are having new model with us. So now we will talk about may. So again, may, it's a very common model and we all use this model. Okay, so let's see what may actually used for. So we are having that may, it is used for all persons of the present tense and of the future tense. So first thing that we are having here about may, that is that this model is used for all the persons. It means for all the nouns, for all the pronouns, first person, second person and third person. We can use this model, that is may, but it is used in the present time, present tense, or we can say in the future tense. Okay, so yes, it is not at all used in the past tense. It is used in the present and it is used in future as well, but it is not used in the past tense. Okay, and now we are having the different uses of may. So let's see the first one. It is used to express or seek permission. So when we are trying to express, when we are trying to show, when we are trying to ask for the permission, then we have to use this model, that is may. So let's see the examples. May I take your book? So here we are asking for the permission. So students, now I am sure that you can recall that when we were discussing our very first model, that is can, then also also we have seen that can is used for the permission. Then what is the difference between can and may in terms of permission? The difference is that may, it is used to give, or we can say to have formal permission, while can, it is used for the informal permission. Now this must be a question in your minds that what is the difference between formal permission and informal permission. So students, let me clear this thing. Formal permission means if we are asking for you to your teachers, we can say, right, suppose you are in a school and you want to ask some permission to your teachers, to your principals, so that is known as formal permission. But if we are talking to our friends, if we are talking to our family members, then that permission is known as informal permission. Okay, so whenever we are talking to our superiors, so or we are working in an office and then we are trying to ask, then we are trying to give the permission, that is known as very formal permission. And when we are talking to our friends, to our family members, then that permission is known as informal permission. So when we are talking about formal permission, we have to use may, and if we are talking about informal permission, then we can use can. Okay, so now we are having first example, that may I take your book. So here we are talking to some person who is superior to us or who is a total stranger to us, right? हम उसको नहीं जानते हैं. So in a very formal manner we are asking for this permission. And suppose यहाँ पे हम अपने friend के साथ बैठे हैं, हम अपने friend से कह रहे हैं, so then we can use can. We can make a sentence that can I take your book, right? Next we are having you may go. So here we are giving the permission and we are having may here. So again this is a very formal permission that someone is giving to other person and he is saying that you may go. Next we are having may I use your pen. Again someone is asking for the permission and he is using may. It means now in all these sentences we can say that here we are having formal permission. Okay, so whenever we are talking about formal permission, so here in this sentence also someone is asking for the permission and that too in a very formal manner. So whenever we are talking about formal permission, we have to use may, and if we are talking about informal permission, then we can use can in a sentence. Next use of may that we are having here, it is used to express wish or blessing. So whenever we are trying to show wish or blessing in a sentence, then we have to use may. So let's say the example that we are having here, may he live long. So here we are showing our blessing, we are showing our prayer, we are showing our wish for someone, and we are saying that may he live long. And one more important thing that you have to observe here, that at the end of the sentence we are having one exclamatory mark, we are having one exclamation mark, right? So in such kind of sentence will start with may, at the end of the sentence there will be one exclamatory mark. So then we can say that we are having one kind of blessing, one kind of prayer, or we can say one kind of wish in a sentence. Similarly, one more example we are having here, may she has good health. Again we are having one wish for someone and we are saying that may she has good health. So such kind of wish, such kind of blessing, such kind of prayers, they can be expressed using may, and in the end of the sentence there will be exclamatory mark. Alright. Next we are having another use of may. So let's see, it is used to express possibility, guess, or we can say speculations. Let's see the examples. The sky is cloudy, so it may rain today. So here we are having one kind of guess, we are showing one kind of possibility, and we are saying that today the sky is very much cloudy, there are so much clouds in the sky, so this is very much possible that it may rain today. So with the help of may, we are showing possibility of something. One more example, today is my birthday, so he may come. Again we are showing possibility of this thing that he may come. How? We are having this sentence first of all, that today is my birthday, so because of this occasion there is the possibility that he may come. So yes, may, it is used to show some kind of possibility, or we can say some kind of guess, right? And to support this thing, we are having such things in a sentence, the sky is cloudy, so because of this thing now we are showing this possibility that it may rain. Alright. Now we are having one more use of may, so let's read. If principal clause is in present tense and subordinate clause starts with that, so that, in order that, then it shows purpose, and we use may in subordinate clause. So this is the another use of may. So let's understand the use first of all. According to this use, this rule says that in a sentence there should be two clauses first of all. One should be the principal clause and the second should be subordinate clause. Now we are having that principal clause, it should be in the present tense, and the subordinate clause, it should start with that, so that, or in order that. Then in the subordinate clause we can use may to show purpose. So let's see the example to clear this rule. We are having work hard so that you may get good marks. So first of all we can observe that in the sentence we are having two clauses, right? The first clause, or we can say the principal clause, that is work hard, okay? And now this is the subordinate clause, and in the beginning of the subordinate clause we are having so that. So yes, now we can use may here in a model. Why? Just to show the purpose. So here we are saying, here we are giving the instruction to someone and we are saying work hard so that, what will be the purpose? So that you may get good marks. So this is the other use of may when we are having principal clause in present tense and the subordinate clause that will have that, so that, in order that in the beginning. Then we can use may to show the purpose in the subordinate clause. Alright, I hope rule is clear, and we have discussed, we have seen the example also. Okay. Moving ahead, we are having another model here with us. So now we will talk about might. So let's see. Might, it is used for all persons of the past tense. It is used when the main verb of the sentence is in the past tense. So yes, here we can notice one thing, that is that could, it is the past form of can. Similarly, might, this is the past form of may, okay? May, it is used in present tense, or we can say in future tense also, but might, it is used in past tense, and yes, for all the persons. Alright, so let's see the uses. First of all, it is used for the permission, but that permission will be with hesitation, or we can say with politeness. Let's see the example. Might I use your telephone? So we can see here that with the help of might we can ask for the permission, but yes, this permission will be with hesitation, or we can say with a lot of politeness. Okay. Next we are having, he said that I might borrow his cycle. So yes, with the help of might we can ask and we can give the permission as well, but we have to learn this thing that when we are using might, it means that we are showing a lot of hesitation, we are showing a lot of politeness in that permission. Alright. Moving on, second use of might. So it is used to remote, rare, or we can say lesser possibility. So yes, I hope you all are able to recall that when we were discussing may, so then also we were having that with the help of may we can show possibility, right? So with the help of might also we can show the possibility, but what is the difference? The difference is that if we are using might, then the possibility will be very remote, it will be very rare possibility, but if we are using may, then it will be very strong possibility. So let's see the example to clear the difference. The first example is, the sky is clear, it might rain. So students, now observe the sentence very carefully, try to have the meaning of the sentence very carefully. We are saying that the sky is clear, it means no clouds are there in the sky. So if the sky is clear, then the possibility of rain, it is very less, it is very remote. So this is the reason we are using might here in the sentence. I hope difference is clear. Suppose we are having one sentence in which we are saying that, let's take the same example that we have discussed. The sky is cloudy. So students, just tell me, if the sky is full of clouds, then the possibility of rain, it is very strong possibility. Then we have to use may. Then we make the sentence that the sky is cloudy, it may rain, right? But here we are saying that the sky is clear, it means no clouds are there in the sky. So now the possibility of rain, it is very remote, it is very less, so we can say it is very rare. So when we are trying to show remote possibility, or we can say very less possibility of something, then we have to use might in a sentence like the example we are having here. One more example, Ramesh is busy tonight, so he might come. So here we are saying, we are clearing this thing that Ramesh is very much busy tonight. So when he is busy, when he is already occupied somewhere, so obviously the possibility of this thing that he will come, the possibility is very rare, the possibility is very less. And when we are trying to show remote possibility, rare possibility, or we can say very less possibility, then we have to use might in a sentence. I hope difference is clear, that if we are using may, so we are trying to show very strong possibility like this example, that the sky is very cloudy, it may rain. But if we are using might in a sentence, then with the help of might we are trying to show very less, very rare, very remote possibility. Like we can again read the example, the sky is clear, so it might rain. Okay. Next, one more use of might we are having in suppositional sentence, that is start with I wish, we wish, or we can have he wishes, etc. Then we can use might. So this is the other use of might. According to this use, we can have a sentence in which in the beginning of the sentence we are having I wish, we wish, he wishes, she wishes, such kind of words, and that will be suppositional sentence, and in that sentence we can use might. So let's see how. I wish he might have seen Mother India. So in this example we can see that in the beginning of the sentence we are having I wish. So it means that we are having one kind of suppositional sentence here. So here we can use might in the structure, and we can make a sentence using might. We can write I wish he might have seen this movie, that is Mother India. Okay, so this is the other use of might, in which we are having I wish, we wish, or he wishes, she wishes, such kind of words in the beginning. So it means we are having one kind of suppositional sentence, and then in that structure we can use might like the example we are having here. Alright. So students, we have discussed 4 models today in this video. They are can, could, may and might. We have seen their different uses, and yes, we have discussed so many examples also. So I hope now that these models, they are very much clear to you all the uses that are associated with these models, everything is clear to you all. Okay, and in the next video we will continue with the same topic. In the next video also we will discuss some of the models with so many examples. So just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.